Well, hello folks, this is Matthew Miller, the Mineral Kiwi, and I hope you all enjoy 2020. So, it's a hell of a year, is it? And yes, it is a hell of a year. and yeah, and it's actually a lot of things that I actually sort of did enjoy in 2020, but there's also a lot of things that I didn't enjoy in 2020. And well, let's first get to what I really didn't enjoy. Definitely I didn't enjoy the lockdowns. And it also got worse when Jacinda Ardern passed the abortion bill that allows babies to be aborted up to birth. Yeah, when a woman's pregnant though, when a baby's about to be born, she can actually abort that baby. It's just like almost, it's pretty much like legalizing murder to a certain degree. Because when a baby's born, they can sort of get aborted as well. And that's just like the most diabolical and the most extreme thing what Jacinda Ardern did, like any government around the world, when it came to abortion. She allowed babies to be aborted up to birth. It's so diabolical. And of course, when I actually went to the nearest city, I saw like no cameras and that though. And we're saying yet because they're trying to bring in the surveillance states and that though. And of course, there'll be some 5G towers as well. And built in the mayor states, oh, there ain't going to be no 5G towers yet. They will lie to you. And man, that's why we can't trust the media. And yes, and of course, a lot of things I do enjoy always have to relate to our doing. Because man, oh man. Yeah, and of course she had passed the health response bill. Yeah, and that allows police, military, health officials to come in your home wherever they please without a warrant. And yeah, so when the vaccination law, so they can just come in your home and force the medical procedure on you. And of course, that does go against the Nuremberg Code. And of course, that also relates to my channel being censored as well on YouTube, because I spoke about it. It was the truth, and which I might do a video about it as well. Yeah, and to know that censorship ain't gonna really work, because when you're trying to see the truth, it's only gonna make people be more curious. And yes, and also another thing I didn't enjoy, Ardern being re-elected. And yes, I heard that euthanasia bill is probably getting legalized, which that means there will be assisted suicide and that. That means when people, they can just go to a euthanasia clinic and be made dead. And once the euthanasia gets legalized, it's just going to get, yeah, and it's just going to be life changing. It's just going to get more promoted, and it's just going to promote like heck. And that's why government wants to legalize, so they can use it as an excuse to sort of murder people. Yeah, because governments had murdered so many people. Like in the 20th century alone, I think it was like around more than 2 million people were murdered by their own government. And usually under a communist regime. And white people, and well, let's now get to things that I really did enjoy in 2020. Well, when did the pandemic come, I sort of learned a lot though. I learned a lot from like doctors and that. Like, of course, from the National nurse in the toxic world, and yes, she was so informative though, and she was really know her stuff. And to know that you can cure any disease from nature. I know YouTube ain't gonna like what I said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It is my way to say it. I've got some ducks here. Let's see a picture of the ducks. Here, look at that. I hear some bees buzzing as well, people. And what I did actually enjoy, although my hive did die, but there was still some honey remaining, and I was able to harvest that honey and jarred it up and was able to give it away as Christmas gifts. And man, that was just the beauty of it. That's what I sort of enjoyed. Sort of making the cheapest, making it the cheapest Christmas in my entire life. And that was it. Going out, having a hive, having honey, and man, going out and giving it as gifts. And man, that's the beauty of it. And yes, I actually got another hive as well, and of course I bought more hive as well, a nuke, well that cost quite a bit, but still have it yet, still keep my hive going, keep my honey going, and I heard it's going to get like dry in that now, and that's when bees are going to start getting thirsty. I might have to actually create a watering station for the bees, so bees can just go to the water so bees can go to the water when they need to, and they just collect the water, bring it to the hives, and it'll keep the hives cool. You know. Well, folks, probably that's what I got to say about 2020. I know that's been a hell of a year, and usually the most things I don't really enjoy about 2020 is usually when Arden, everything relates to Arden, of course. She's a communist, and that's why we're in a hashtag make Arden go away. Of course, she's been trying to bring in a lockdown around August 2020, but she managed to get to level 3. Yeah, to level 3 that time, and of course, she didn't like bring it nationwide, but bring it down to level 2 or so, and you have to like sign in, and that was the contact tracer thing though, and me. And usually I always I don't put my real name in it though. If I had to be required to sign it, I just don't put my real name in it. Because so they won't know it's actually me. And usually when it's level 2, when I go to the cafeteria, usually I go to the cafeteria when people don't actually really know me well, because that way I can sort of get away with what I do in that though, which point my technique, because if I do go where people know, they do know me, and I happen to, they can actually report it in that though, and I just don't want to be tracked, people. I just don't want to be tracked. And when I found out about it though, I'll say it's your life, do enjoy it. Don't let the gun tell you otherwise. And of course, yeah, man, and there's a lot about the USA election, boy. It'll just be awesome if Trump does get re-elected, because I know Trump has probably been doing a lot more good in America as well, of course, because you can see there's been low. It's been like the economy's been going great there. Trump had done a lot of great things, and yes, Trump could do more in that though. And I know the state's trying to like hinder him from making progress, and he's been getting a lot of character assassination from the media. he is going through a lot, Trump. But he's standing firm, he's been standing strong, and that's a great thing about Trump. He does his tweets, and sometimes his tweets can be quite hilarious. Yes. Well, what I'll be doing in 2021. Well, in 2021, and we also got a Freedom March on the 9th as well, and which I'll be going to that as well, which is in 7 days. Oh, yeah, it's in 7 days there, and 7 days, people, and yeah, because I heard that others going to be bringing another lockdown around mid-January. So that's why we got to stand out and let her know that we do not consent to it, we will not comply, we will not acquiesce. Because we know what lockdowns do, they do more harm than good. And of course I know what I just said, what YouTube's not going to like what I say, because well, I don't care. You can take down this video, but you're not going to be able to shut me up, because there's other platforms like BitChute. And I am grateful that there is other platforms, because that means I can just keep speaking my mind if YouTube does take my channel down. Because when they do that, this is just only going to prove me what they really are. And soon one day their censorship is going to backfire on them, and that CEO ain't going to be able to explain her way out. And she has to be get her act together and start censoring, because when the time comes, when YouTube starts getting so bad, people are going to start going to other platforms like BitTube and that, or Odyssey and that though, and yeah, of course, and also do have a Parler account, and this is a alternative to Facebook as well, and I just signed up, like, finished just before the New Year's Eve and that though, probably just before Christmas, but I will have a link to Parler as well, and so you can find me on there, and what I hope to achieve in 2021, and me, I hope I can one day get my tiny house built, get my beekeeping thing going, get my business going, beekeeping, so then I can support my own podcast, support myself, so I can share the information, share the truth, and share what I do as well, so people can sort of learn off me at their own will as well, and so that's just what it's all about, and also probably invest in a new computer, because I know my one that I got is starting to age a bit now, and starting to show some signs of aging, and I ain't going to build it this time, so I can sort of can do what I do as well, and that's what I got pretty much to say. I hope you all enjoy the New Year's, and also one thing, I'll be back at doing my podcast as well, so you'll see me doing that again, and I do have some time away from it, but I still spend some time on the internet as well, getting some articles together, and I already got probably another couple of podcast plans as well, which you'll probably see soon, and well, I'll leave it up for you to decide, and do tune to my podcast. And I do have a D Live as well, and I haven't got really properly scheduled as well, but I think I got my next one, probably got this one. I won't be scheduling this podcast, I'll be doing this one today, and also got the next one scheduled on Tuesday New Zealand time. Yeah. Well, sorry folks, people, I just have people just walking by and that now, and also got one pen on Tuesday and also around 9 AM New Zealand time, because so people around the world can sort of watch my videos and that on live as well. So my next live show will be on Tuesday, and I'll see you then. Well, people, this is all I gotta say for now. This is the Manure Kiwi signing off, over and out.